is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: nature study, words, literary pets, celebs, religion, and New York, New York. Player 1, you're in command of the board as we continue right now. An oil called urushiol causes skin irritation when you brush up against this three-leafed plant, Rus radicans. Player 1? Correct. Player 1? Here's Kelly with the clue.
These spore-producing plants are among the Earth's most ancient. Some species date back more than 300 million years.
Let's hear it, Player 1. Hey, you're right. You get to pick again, Player 1. Like fish, mushrooms have these, but in a mushroom, they're where the spores are produced. Yes, Player 1?
Yeah!
You get to pick again, Player 1. The northern fur species of this migrates from its breeding grounds in Alaska's Pribilof Islands to California. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. Player 1. The freshwater peach blossom type of this sticky coelenterate is making a comeback in China's Jilin Lake. Yes, Player 1? Yes. We return to you, Player 1. If you say, I'm eating a hot dog with this, you could mean a chopped pickle topping or just plain enjoyment. Okay, Player 2. Yes. Player 2. Chat about this in your chat room. Chat is merely a shortened form of this 7-letter word. It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1, this name for a work of art that you may carve in art class comes from the Latin for to carve. Player 1? Good. Select again. The name of these small towers often seen on castles comes from the Old French for small towers. Yes, Player 2. That's it. A lot of clues from the Latin for almost last. It means, next to last. Player 1? You are correct. Player 1, where do we start? The titled beast of his The Hound of the Baskervilles is actually the pet of Mr. Jack Stapleton. Okay, Player 3. That's correct. Okay, let's get back. Harry Potter uses his snowy owl named this to transfer messages. Yes, Player 1? Correct. Player 1, Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings' The Yearling centers on this type of pet. Player 1? Right. We return to you, Player 1. Little Swan, Little Bear, and Greenfinch are some of the goats of this Johanna Spirilass. Player 3? Yep. Woo! Player 3? It's the Daily Double. You're tied with Player 2. How much? The clue: a poetic Eliot feline who has lived many lives in succession is named for this fifth book of the Old Testament. Yes. Player 3, you pick again, please. This Spider-Man and Cider House Rules star is pals with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's Player 1. Yep. Player 1, you're in command. In 2010, this talk show hostess replaced Paula Abdul as a judge on American Idol. It's Player 2. Hey, you're right. Where do we begin? Despite an interruption from Kanye, she won for Best Female Video at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. Okay, Player 2. Right you are. Select again. This star of The Princess Diaries and The Devil Wears Prada has the same name as Shakespeare's wife. It's Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, she must have been in seventh heaven when her autobiography and I Am Me CDs both reached number 1. Okay, Player 2. You got it. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. As part of Catholic baptism, this word doesn't mean time at the gym, but the casting out of demons. It's Player 2. That's it. Player 2, back to you. Autobiography of a Yogi was a popular book by this religion's first missionary to settle in the U.S. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. All right, let's get back. The church founded by Mary Baker Eddy in 1879 was formerly called the Church of Christ This. It's Player 3. Correct. Player 3. At a deer park, Buddha taught the path of this many parts, part of the Four Noble Truths. Okay, Player 2. Right. Player 2, make a selection, please. And I'll hand it off to Jimmy.
The nave, the central part of a cruciform church, ends in this recessed area that is usually vaulted.
Yes, Player 1. Right. Player 1, you start. Completed in 1931, this structure required 10 million bricks. A true stairmaster would climb its 1,860 steps. It's Player 2. That's right. Way to go. Player 2, you start us off. Forget about it. Now a borough, it was incorporated as a village in 1816 with roughly 4,000 residents. It's Player 3. That's correct. Player 3. In 1754, King's College was founded in New York City. Today it's known as this Ivy League university. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right. Player 3. In 1776, after the Battle of this area, the British retook New York City and held the city until the war's end in 1783. It's Player 2. Yes. And the last clue for $1,000. In 1765, Congress met in New York to protest unfair taxes levied under this act. Player 2. Yep. Player 3 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Everyday Italian. The Songs of Paul Simon. American History. It's a Gas. Title Possessions. And Nigeria. All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy time. Formaggio is this dairy product. Okay, Player 1. Right. A lot of clues, This food staple is pane. Okay, Player 1. Good. Player 1. This body part is il piede. Yes, Player 1. Correct. Player 1. Pick again. Answer. The first of the daily doubles. You are currently in the lead. So, what's your wager? Here is your clue. This quadruped is un cavallo. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1. This day of the week is martedì. Player 2. Right. Player 2. You start. It begins, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again." Player 3. That's correct. Player 3. You start us off. In Mrs. Robinson, Simon wrote, "A nation turns its lonely eyes to this man." Okay, Player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. Goodbye to Rosie, the Queen of Corona. See you, me, and him down by the schoolyard. It's Player 2. Good for you. We return to you. Simon's 1973 song about this color transparency film said, "Give us those nice bright colors." Okay, Player 3. Yes. All right, let's get... In Bridge Over Troubled Water, Simon told her to sail on by. Your time has come to shine. It's Player 1. That's it. Where do we begin, Player 1? When the British approached, The Concord militia didn't know about the skirmish at this place earlier that day. Let's hear it, player 2. That's correct. Player 2, you're in command. World War I sales of Liberty These, whose posters showed the statue, raised more than $15 billion. Player 1? Correct. All right, let's get back. You didn't want to make the mistake of following the South instead of the North Platte on this pioneer trail. Let's hear it, player 1.
Yeah!
Right. Player 1, back to you. The U.S. supplied materiel to its allies during World War II through this 1941 Congressional Act. Okay, player 2. That is correct. Player 2. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
This World War II general's private carriage is on display at Wisconsin's National Railroad Museum.
Player 3.
Yeah!
That's correct. Where do we begin, player 3? DuPont owns the trademark to this refrigerant gas introduced in the 1930s to replace hazardous substances. It's player 1. Yes. A lot of clues. It immediately precedes lithium on the periodic table. Yes, player 2. Yes. A lot of clues. The name of this gas comes from the Greek for strange. It's player 2. Player 2. To make a simple fire extinguisher, put vinegar in baking soda, producing this gas that will put out a flame. Let's hear it, player 1. You are correct. All right, let's get back into this. Around 1910, for chemical company BASF, Carl Bosch learned to make quantities of this gas from nitrogen and hydrogen. Yes, player 3? Correct. Player 3, you start us off. Of Henry Adams. Yes, player 1? Good. Player 1, of Edwin Drood. Player 3? Right you are. Player 3, of Nat Turner. Player 3?
Yeah!
That's it. Player 3, you pick again, please. Of Duddy Kravitz. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1, you're in command of the board. Of Young Werther. Okay, player 2. That's right. Way to go. Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. As part of its 19th century territorial expansions, this nation colonized the Nigerian port of Lagos in 1861. Let's hear it, player 2. You got it. Select again. Known for his satire, Wole Soyinka became the first black African winner of this prize for literature in 1986. Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. Player one, about a third of Nigeria's states in the heavily Muslim north follow this Islamic law system. Player one. Good. You again, player one. Answer. The other daily double. And you're in the lead now. How much? Okay, here is the clue. Following ethnic clashes in 1966, the eastern part of Nigeria declared itself the Republic of this in 1967. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. And the last clue for $2,000. Nigeria's first planned city. It was built in the 1980s and officially dedicated as the nation's new capital in 1991. Let's hear it, player three. Right. You all move on to Final Jeopardy, which will continue after these messages. Consider your wagers carefully as you think on this category. National holidays. Please enter your wager. Let's take a look at that Final Jeopardy clue right now. June 23rd, National Day in this country, began as a celebration of the birthday of Grand Duchess Charlotte. Your response? And that correct response will add... Let's see your response. And this correct response will add how much to your score? What did you say? How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
Yeah!
Player one, congratulations to you. Good game. Thank you so much for playing.